When a claim goes to a clearinghouse, a few things might happen. You see, a clearinghouse is responsible for making sure that there are no errors within a claim. If a claim bounces back to you, it's because there was some sort of error. Otherwise, you would have the all clear and you would send it to the payer. But why does a claim bounce back to you, and what is a rejection code? Well, if you clicked on this video, then the answer is that you probably don't know. But I'm going to explain it to you. From the perspective of an insurance company and the perspective of a clearinghouse, rejections are the result of having incorrect or invalid information provided with a claim in comparison to the payer's files. Since the claim wasn't denied, the payer can still pay the rejected claim once it's fixed. This means that you do get reimbursed even though there was a mistake. Hi everyone, I'm Elia from Tactics, and today I'm going to discuss 4 more common claim submission mistakes. Before we get started, make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking the button below. Also, hit that alert bell icon so that when we post new helpful content, you get notified. When translating the information on patient forms into a screen setup, there will be errors from time to time. Maybe the patient forgot to write down their city. Maybe the E looked like an I, so you mistyped it into the computer. Either way, typos are just the beginning of the rejection headache. A patient might forget to fill out a section of the form completely. They simply forgot to write the name of the city or the name of the street where they live. If the patient recently moved, there is a chance that they might have mixed up the old address with part of the new address. If they mix and match the address and the correlating city, your clearinghouse will put the brakes on the claim. Similarly, if the patient didn't update their information if they moved, you might receive an address-related rejection notice. An error involving invalid claim data can happen for many reasons. Most of the errors fall under this rejection umbrella involve insurance information entered online. For example, an insurance plan might not cover the patient anymore. If this is the case, you will need to get new insurance information on the patient. Otherwise, you'll need to build a session to your patient. Example 2. You could have sent the claim to the wrong payer. You need to make sure that you're submitting the claim to the right insurance company. You may want to call the insurance company and ask them about their EDI payer ID. Make sure that the EDI payer ID matches with the one in your system before adjusting the information in the claim. Example 3. If there is some type of problem with the payer ID, that would also lead to an invalid claim data rejection notice. Make sure you don't have any invalid characters for the primary ID. When you file a claim to a clearinghouse, you need to provide information about the patient's condition and illness. This in itself can pose problems if you type something incorrectly. Insurance companies also want to know what happened during the patient's visit and the course of treatment provided. All of this falls under the realm of procedures, each with its own code and modifier. If this code or modifier is missing, payers return the claim with a rejection code. If the code or modifier is invalid for whatever reason, you'll still have a denied claim on your desk. Make sure you didn't mistype the code and didn't hit an extra key. Both these scenarios would cause a typo leading to a rejected claim. If one or more of the dates of service on the claim is invalid, then you'll need to talk to the patient to get a more recent copy of the patient's insurance information. Depending on the kind of care a doctor provides, the date on the claim can mean a few different things. In case of an inpatient scenario, the necessary dates might correlate to admission and discharge. This includes inpatient hospital visits, nursing facilities, inpatient psychiatric facilities, and inpatient rehabilitation facilities. In the case of an emergency room or trauma center, a doctor needs to record when the patient received their injuries. In general, no matter what kind of practice you run, there are important dates you need to include in a claim, such as first symptom date, onset of current illness, first consultation date, date of initial treatment, accident date, admission date, discharge date, date last seen, assumed date, and relinquished date. If any of these dates are incorrect on the claim, the clearinghouse will send you a rejection notice and you will need to fix the errors. Luckily for you, most of these dates are in the patient's files. Just make sure to follow HIPAA laws and procedures when accessing the patient's information. If you'd like to learn more about clearinghouse rejection codes and how to streamline your revenue cycle, reach out to Tactics. And you've already made it this far into the video, so you might as well like it, share it, and comment below.